Okay, here we are on the classwork for 1.15, and the goal for today is to do numbers 1 and 2. So those are the first two pages. They seem long because there's a graph and a table. It takes up the whole page, but really, it's nothing more than what we've been doing. So, in number 1, it's talking about how students are responsible for providing snacks and drinks for the Junior Beta Club induction reception. Susan and Myra were asked to provide the punch for 100 students and family members who will attend the event. The chart below will help Susan and Myra determine the proportion of cranberry juice to sparkling water that will be needed to make the punch. Complete the chart, graph the data, and write the equation that models the proportional relationship. Okay, so the one new thing here is that now, we have a graph that we have to fill in. So we have this table where it's talking about sparkling water and then cranberry juice, right? And in this case, it's hard to tell like really which one is X and which one is Y. So we're just going to go in order. So X and Y. Something that you could take note of is like the 1 cup of sparkling water. So like if I were to go find the constant using that first row, 4/5 over 1, that's kind of like a unit rate. So really it would be like 4/5. And then, if you check the next row, same idea, which would K equal B 4/5. All right, so that is my constant. So the equation here would be Y equals 4/5 X. Okay, so you're going to use that to fill in the other 3 spots in the table. Now, for the graph, first thing you should do is like fill in the sides here. It's like what I'm doing in blue. Okay, so our X goes on the bottom, so that would be the sparkling water. And then on the left-hand side would be the cranberry. So the hardest part sometimes is trying to figure out like what you need to count by. So for sparkling water, we see we have to get all the way up to 100. That's a little excessive. If you want to match the key I made, I counted by 5s. Like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and so on. And then for the cranberry juice, I counted by 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then so on. Okay, and honestly, it's okay if you don't get every single point on the graph. You can still get the gist. The more important part is using the equation to finish filling in the table. Okay, so that's number 1. On the second page, they give you the graph and just some questions about the graph, writing an equation. Part A says, how many calories does she burn in 1 minute? Okay, you can't look at the graph and determine 1 minute. Like, it's counting by 5s. We don't know where 1 minute is. So you always want to use a safe point. The safest point is all the way up here, this ordered pair at 15/100. So you're going to want to use that to find the unit rate. Okay, so that's all I'll do for now. If you have any more questions, you can always send me an email or come to office hours.